You know what? This is kind of funny, October Red Boxing. I'm here with Spencer Fearon. Spencer, before we start, how many times have I asked you to come on the channel? And welcome, by the way.
About 8 or 9 times. About 8 or 9 times that I can recall. And we've always been caught up, so I've never done it.
He says caught up.
I'm always caught up. You know how it goes when I come to these places, It's where I go. But it's not no disrespect to you because you were supporting me a decade ago when I was at Sky and I was killing on toe to toe. So you've always been a supporter. So I've always got love in my heart for you. You know what I mean?
Anyway, we are here today in Croydon for the announcement that you actually announced on the Undefeated podcast, Monday Night Smoke. Okay.
Sunday on The Fight Is Right, me and Babatunde Ajayi broke that down and I told everyone that's what was happening, right? So it is what it is. So we shall see what's going on.
We shall see what's going on. What are your thoughts?
I had to go on talk to my guy Travis because he's a real one. You know what I mean? And that what's his Makabu from Black Panther. You know what I mean?
You best leave KG alone. That's our guy. That's the family.
That's the whole thing. You said KG, so
well, obviously that's his co-host.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's mix up.
He's got next man on there. He's got what's his name? What's the guy? Bass the kid. He's got loads of man on there.
His co-host is KG. You know what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying about Spencer. Pure mix up. Anyway, the announcement's there. What do you think of it? What do you think about the choices that Joshua Buatsi's made? And if this is the right choice, why?
It's the right choice because he chose it, right? That's the right choice. I know he was going around, he was circulating to see or to do things with other people, and he's found out, listen, I want people to realize this now. There's no slant on boxer need Joshua Buatsi more than Joshua Buatsi needs boxer. But you know what? Joshua Buatsi needs Sky more than Sky needs Joshua Buatsi. So it's a proper amalgamation, right? And I think it's excellent. Imagine Joshua Buatsi adverts are going out on all on the Sky Go, Sky Atlantic, all of those kind of. It's another level. You know what I mean? It's another level which is going to help propel his name out there for people because Joshua Buatsi isn't a type of person to come in and turn over tables and push people in the face and right? And there is a kind of apprehension to him before fights, right? Even walking into the ring. Even being in the ring, but as soon as the bell goes, he switches on the light. He switches, right? So we want to see that more of the switch on the light before the bell goes, so we can see. And also, it's going to give him a chance now to kind of sell himself for people to get to know him because they know him. And like I said to many a guy, I should say to James Agill, you got to be local before you're global, right? So we shall see what's going to go on from there.
He mentions that he's happy with the signing. One of the things that he says why he's happy to be signed is the fact that you don't have to download an app to see him fight. He had that venom in his voice. He is just business. He's rocked up in his suit, but you can see that he's expressing his true thoughts on why he signed with Sky. Your thoughts on that, Spen?
No real thoughts. Let me tell you this. It's not only like him signing with Sky not to download the app and blah and everything else, yeah? I think with the DAZN app thing, I think they're ahead of their time, but it's not the right time, right? And when you're doing things at embryonic stages, you will make embryonic mistakes because it's embryonic stages. So it's easy for me to sit down and gun these people. I'm not gunning down no one's downfall, but I get his confusion or how upset he is because he's looking for things to be a certain way. I think he's going to get that on the platform that he's now because he'll get things on a certain way.
And like he said, well, like everyone says, as a previous fighter himself, boxing career is a short one. So he's got to make those changes while he's still... Hold on a minute. You've got a missing mic.
No, sorry, carry on. Nah, I ain't got it, bro.
Did you walk over or were you just...
No, I stayed right here.
Yeah, he hasn't moved.
You interrupted the...
No, it's okay. Nothing doesn't get edited out in this anyway. His boxing careers are short. Like you said, embryonic stages.
Yep.
Sky's already got it
Yep.
to match a fighter that's experienced and is at a certain level to make sure their career is boosted in the short time that they've got, because boxing careers are short.
They are short, but with the new technology, with the certain plyometrics, with the calisthenics that fighters are doing now, they actually get longer careers now. Reason being because they're not involved in hard fights regularly now, right? You got to look back. You want to go back? Let's go back. 1942, 1943. Charlie Burley, Ed Charles. You know what I mean? Holman Williams. These men fought regularly on a round robin. They fought each other. There was like 6 fights in the space of 6 weeks. They fought each other. It's a different time now. The world's changed. But in those days, psychologically, where these men were or where these fighters were, they were grounded to say, right, we want to go and fight. Hence why we had things like the Black Murderers role, where guys weren't getting a look in and they had to fight each other, right? Now it's like, guys, I want to fight him, but it's about the business, and it's about the contract, and I want to fight you, but make sure the sun's got to be out and it's got to be 24 Fahrenheit at the time we were fighting, and there's too many stipulations now, and the stipulations are killing the sport, are stifling the sports. If you're a fighter, then you are meant to fight. It's as simple as that. That is your job. But it's also a business because it's called prize fighting. The prize is the financial rewards that you get at the end of it. I understand that, yeah? But once you can meet a happy medium, then fighters should fight each other. Simple as that.
But like you said, it is more of a business now. You've got fighters that are leaving management companies to take business into their own hands because they want to be able to be in control of their career. They want to be able to cut out the middleman, as it were, to make sure they're getting not full purses, because there's obviously going to be splits, but they're getting a proportion of the amount of money because they've got to look after themselves. Like as long career or not, short career or not, they've still got to start to pocket money to think about life after boxing. It is a business and they are a brand.
Well, let's hope that Joshua Buatsi gets the big fights now, because guys, you got to think about it. When he turned professional, Joe Cordina and Lawrence Okoli went out at the same time as him in the 2000 in Brazil, the 2016 Olympics, right? Those two men have gone on to win world titles. But Joshua Buatsi was a star boy. Work that one out. So therefore, go make the steps now. And there's no excuse. I hooked up with Virgil Hunter. Everybody knows that. I mean, I got them on the phones, and it was done. So you've got everything there. You got old, you got the dungeon master in Virgil Hunter there. You know what I mean? You have to go out now and be Venger. Simple as that.
Do you think that we will get more, and I'm going to put Dan Aziz to one side, do you think that we'll get more domestic fights with Joshua Buatsi fighting the domestic British high-level fighters that we've got at light heavyweight?
Listen to me, yeah? The real big fight would be Buatsi and Yard, right? That'd be the real big fight, yeah? And we've seen with Ben Shalom, he does deals with Frank Warren, so it's not like it can't happen. It could happen, yeah? But I'm just keeping this thing 100. Bivol is potentially meant to fight Canelo down at 168. If he does do that, then his WBA title will become vacant. If his WBA title becomes vacant, then Joshua Buatsi could end up picking up one of the titles. Dan Aziz could end up picking up one of the titles and let these guys fight with a world title involved. If that can't be the case, then let them fight anyway, right? Because as long as it captures the imagination of the fans, they'll come out, they'll support, they'll want to see the fight. And that is it.
Would you say, looking at the cross promotion, because obviously we've got Lawrence Okoli, he's over here now. Obviously, Richard Riakpor's been with Boxer from the beginning, from when they came out. We've got them two potentially on a collision path towards each other. Your expert opinion, and you are an expert because you've been around boxing for how many years? You fought yourself, you understand the game. When those two finally get it on, which they will, how do you see that fight going, Spen? I know it's like off Buatsi, but that's something I want to ask you about anyway.
I would say both of them are my guys still. So I'm going to say, like, it's the one that wants it more that's going to come out victorious. Because I don't want to say nothing damning on one side and damning on the other side, because they're both my brothers. You know what I mean? Hence why when they had their little spat the other day at the Creed premiere, I was the first to say, like, right. Yeah, right? And the reason being, because my son was present. So because my son was present, if my son wasn't present, I'd want them to fight each other. I could be real. But, I mean, my son's 11. You know what I mean? And it's mad because I turned up to the premiere with Joshua Buatsi. and Sinclair, me and him both walked out. So I didn't want to see that happen. I didn't want to see those guys end up doing anything silly. But I know, in my heart, I know who's going to win that fight. But I'm not. I know who's going to win that fight. But I'm not gonna. It's the one that wants it more, and it's the one that believes in themselves more.
What I'll do then is I'll wait till the fight gets announced and then I'll come back to you from prediction. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you who's going to win that fight. You know what I mean?
I think you have, to be fair. But Spencer, listen, it's been a pleasure. This is the first time. Don't let it be the last, please.
October Red Boxing. You know what I mean? Big up the fighters, right? You know what I mean? And I'm 1,000,000% Team Yard.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna say that. But I'm 1,000,000% Team Buatsi, so it's one of them, innit? Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.